Hi everybody, so it's a plumbing fitting, and what it's made from is copper, and copper is an amazing material. The history of copper spans millennia, with its discovery and use dating back to prehistoric times. Archaeological findings suggest that humans first began using copper around 10,000 years ago during the Neolithic period. Initially found in its native form, early civilizations utilised surface deposits of copper for tool making, jewellery and decorative purposes. The transition from the Stone Age to the Copper Age marked a significant leap in human civilization. Sometime around 5000 BCE, humans discovered that heating copper ore in a fire could extract the metal, and that led to the birth of metallurgy. This breakthrough propelled the advancement of tools and weaponry, revolutionising agriculture, trade and warfare. Ancient civilizations like the Egyptians and the Mesopotamians and the Indus Valley inhabitants revered copper for its malleability and its conductivity. The Egyptians used copper for jewellery, religious artefacts and tools. In Mesopotamia, the Sumerians crafted copper into various items, while the Indus Valley civilization utilised it for coins and household items. The Bronze Age, a pivotal era between the Copper Age and the Iron Age, emerged as humans discovered the alloying of copper with tin to produce bronze, a stronger and more durable material. Bronze quickly became widespread and much sought after for weaponry, tools and sculpture, leading to societal shifts and cultural transformations across all civilizations. The importance of copper continued through the ages, with its use expanding across continents. The Greeks and the Romans exploited copper mines extensively, employing the metal in architecture, coins and art. The Roman Empire's vast copper production supported its economic and military dominance. During the Industrial Revolution, copper's conductivity made it indispensable in the development of electrical infrastructure, driving technological advancements that have shaped the modern world. Today, copper remains the cornerstone of industries, ranging from electronics to construction. Oddly enough, copper is not actually that abundant. It represents about 0.01% of the Earth's crust. Neodymium is about 0.00415%, about half that of copper, whereas iron is 32%, and aluminium about 8%. So copper is not actually that abundant. It's just more easy to find and easier to extract. Perhaps the most common is malachite, which is copper carbonate. It's a very common mineral and it's extraordinarily easy to get the copper out of it just by heating it with carbon. Large deposits of malachite can be found in Russia, the Congo, the Gabon, Zambia, Namibia, Mexico, New South Wales, France, Israel, US and the UK. It is extremely widespread as an ore. Of course, surface deposits were quickly used up, which led to mining sites like the world-famous Great Orme site. But then mining was nothing new to Neolithic people, who'd been mining for chalk in England for centuries prior to that. Of course, as demand continued to grow, because this metal is just basically so useful, then industrial-sized strip mining like we find in Chile came into being. Now, this is still a process that you can do now if you want. I mean, surface deposits of copper still exist. If you take a trip around Cornwall or Wales, you can pick up some green rocks and aim to make your own copper, because the process is relatively simple. And it begins with a small pit in your back garden. As you dig, make sure that you put a sort of indentation into one side and clean out the area. And you need that sort of indentation because that's where your bellows are going to go. Your bellows can be anything. I mean, it can be a bag bellows, or they can be a bellows like we made using gaffer tape. But the bellows will fit right there. Then what we do is take our green rocks, which is malachite, and pound them into a dust. The finer the dust, the better. Just take a rock and hit them hard and you'll get them into a dust. Then light yourself a fire in the pit. And throw on some charcoal and blow on it to get it going. When it's going, you can add your dust and you just chuck the dust on the top. and the more the merrier, really, and then add more charcoal onto the top of that. Slide in the bellows pipe, and what you're going to need to do is to cap it, and you cap it just by putting a piece of turf over the top, and that keeps all the heat on the inside. Then pump it for a couple of hours. What happens is, as the fire gets hot, the heat and the production of carbon monoxide promotes a reaction. Malachite, remember, is calcium carbonate. That calcium carbonate reacts with the carbon monoxide to form carbon dioxide and copper. When you see the flames change colour, you can take off the turf, fish around in your coals, have a bit of water handy, and chuck the coals into the water to cool them all down, and you'll find in there a big lump of copper. There it is. And it's kind of a pink in colour. So there you go, copper, a fascinating material with a very long history that you can make for yourself from rocks in the ground if you're inclined to do it. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you very much for watching, and please do remember to like and subscribe.